Okay, so yesterday I didn't record anything because I went to the movies. I went to watch Aliens. Yes. Uh Romulo. 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 Yes. Fucking great movie. You guys have to go see it. I don't want to see anything. But it was phenomenal. And the only thing that I have to suggest is you might want to watch Prometheus before you go. Just for shits and giggles. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna I wanna try to pick up what I left last week. And was how do I gonna do to learn English and how do I can make it happen so I'll be able to remember knowledge is power. I don't know what the fuck it is, but we're gonna look for it. That was my thing. Um all right, so the way that I start to get into the English world obviously is when I was in high school. Then I have this teacher that she told me that I was probably gonna be one of those brains that went completely useless. That I was gonna have 100 kids and be in house stay mom and do nothing else because I was completely careless, etc. So, anyways, that was my English teacher, and I remember that I learned with her just the basics and the that to be verb, which is fucking pain in the ass. People know it. I'm like, really now. Do you guys remember my mom was school teacher? So I kind of like start to recall how do you speak? How do you learn to speak? How do you learn to to speak when you're a baby by sounds and stuff like that? So I need to figure it out that way on my own, pretty much. So I got hired to on this casino as a waitress. The reason why I get hired in this casino is because I already get my ropes into working on working in a little bar that I used to work, just cleaning bathrooms, and then from that I moved to being bartender. Well, first of all, doing cleaning dishes and stuff like that. I was 17 at that time, and so he used to pay me under the table, but I learned the basics. So when I turned 18, right away I went to apply for this job. I remember it was yesterday. Look it up in the newspaper. Went present myself in there. Get hired right away. Chinese people. I love the fact that they learn a lot about the Chinese food. I was totally clueless about it. And casino. Um, which, FYI, terrible at the casino. The only thing that I'm good at is like playing roulette, which is just choose a number and that's it. I never have interest in it whatsoever in learning about the numbers or cards or whatever. Thank God, because I know it's highly addictive and it's money and people love money and I love money and I am a money lover. Pretty much. I love money. So turns out that there you go. Here we go. I start to date this guy at the casino, right? So when I start to date this guy at the casino, he was extremely stupid, jealous, typical Costa Rican chauvinistic dickhead. And I really like him. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice myself and I'm gonna find another job. And I'm gonna go to work in a different place. So as this opportunity come along, to work in one not necessarily very good reputation place, because it wasn't, but gold mine, talking about real serious cash here. So I'm just gonna explain it so people know what I'm talking about. So like the people's not really clueless on what she's talking about. So this place, it was in an old house that this American guy that he was, I I'm not sure if he was a Marine or military. He was in the military. That's what everybody said. He was missing one eye. I remember that. He has like a patch. I told man, never ever talk to him ever. Because we were just like, ooh, the boss, when you're like terrified about the boss. That was the case. See, I saw him twice in my life. So he came over and to visit like maybe once and then once again, and that was it. So, but he has two guys to help him out. And it was when a Canadian old man, his name was Steve. I'm pretty sure Steve is already dead at this point because this one was so many years ago, and Steve was already an older man. He was in his 60s. Super sweet, completely respectful person. It was a very strange seeing this man now that I see it, because this specific place, okay, is a house that still exists and still a business. Two storage, first floor, second floor, big beautiful gardens, right in one of the most important parts in San Jose, like right in San Jose, the heart of San Jose. And he has this fantastic idea to turn this house into a business. But he built I think it was 5 different bars. And this bars was like only for foreigners. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what you're thinking. So the guys used to come over there, and it was a bunch of women, a bunch of hoes, because exactly that's what it was. And all the Daisy, sorry, that's my dog. Where are you going? Please don't. So these people used to come over. They were friends of him first. That's what the story says. I'm not sure. And then it was just like people in general used to come over. So, but when you're walking into the building, all right. So let's make this clear. All these bars, it was a bunch of girls working, bartenders, which was one of the bartenders. So we used to use this mini shorts, leather, high heels, pantyhose, high heels for sure, 100%, and a long sleeve shirt, white, with like a leather, not a jacket, like a blazer or something like that. And I remember when I went to the interview, this gentleman, Steve, told me, he says, "Would do you speak English?" And I said, "Well, basics." I said, "Okay, so something." I say, "Hi, how are you? And what you like to drink?" And he looked at me upside down and said, like, "Yep, you hired. Done." I was like, damn, good. The reason why I got hired is because I was like seriously skinny. I got this hair, and I was 18 years old. That was it. One of the girls who used to work there, actually, I knew her, and she kind of like pushed a little bit for me to get hired. But regardless, that was it. No, because I knew English whatsoever. Then I realized all my coworkers, none of them, they do actually speak English, just the basics. And when I talk about basics, I'm talking about what I just mentioned. Hi, how are you? What you like to drink? That's it. So like a week or two going by, I'm very excited about my job. Okay, so don't forget about that. I changed this job because I had this specific boyfriend that I love to death, but working together was so awful because he was super jealous, possessive, asshole, name it, so on. And so what happened was, I used to, go to work. My other job, I used to start at 2 p.m. and finish at 10 p.m., which was like a decent schedule. You can go to bed like around midnight, whatever. But this other job, it was completely opposite. Sometimes I used to start at 11 p.m. and finished at 5 a.m. I'm sorry. So it was a total change it. It was completely like upside down. But the reason why I did it is because I really want to work out my relationship with this guy. So when I left the other job, this one I'm gonna put it because this one right now sounds really funny, but that's actually true story. It was very painful at a certain point. Now as I just look back and I'm like, that's amazing, the shit that we do. But anyways, um, I trained this girl, some girl, whatever. I think her name was Anna. I have no fucking clue right now. I have no idea who's this chick. But I trained her so well that she did my job, whatever I was doing, as waiting tables at the casino, so incredibly well that she actually replaced me with my guy. All right, so that's a totally. But this is going all connected, so you guys have to keep that in mind, so understand what happened after and whatever. So, anyways, Daisy, don't, mommy, I love you. Yes, but I'm trying to do this. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. This is Daisy doing, but. So, anyways, hola, Daisita, usted sí que es bonita. Sí, mi amor, usted es preciosa. But yes, I'm really have this. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, go back. So, anyways, so what happened was, I have to, I was in my other job. I think it was like a second week to be in. It's this group of guys come over. I would say 6 guys. I don't remember the number right now, but I remember there was like more than 4. And they asked me for beers, and I give them the beers, And one of the guys started to talk to me, and I have no fucking clue what he was saying. And he started to make fun of me with his friends, right? Like he's like, that it's a typical asshole that goes hanging out with everybody, and a group of dudes, like being dudes, and they were laughing their ass off about me, and that fucking shit gets me. I was so pissed. So one of the girls that was working with me, she's like, don't even bother, just let it be. You know what? It's your boys. You're never gonna see those guys again. Whatever. And I was so aggravated because I didn't understand a word because they were talking to me in English. So that's exactly the day that I said, you know what? Fuck this shit. I need to learn that damn language somehow. I need to learn to communicate somehow. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do it. So next day, I used to buy Cosmopolitan, Vogue, and all these magazines, in Spanish, fashion magazines that I love. Fashion, I still love it. Not as much as I did in that time. At that time, it was phenomenal. Have like the super top models like Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, like amazing, beautiful, unreal girls, and it was a totally different. It was last century, FYI. So last century, I think it was a little bit more interesting because it was a natural beauty. It's not like now that everybody's got like things everywhere. Fake it, whatever. So, turns out that I got my magazines, I got my dictionary, I got music, Rod Stewart, which totally love it. He's so sweet. My English man is so romantic. Oh God, so beautiful. Well spoken. They speak soft and low, slow and nicely, and sade or shade, whatever you call it. Like nice melody. Beautiful songs, long sentences, and so that's what I was listening all the time, and that time, and practice every night by myself. Nobody knew that I was trying to do that. The reason why I didn't tell anybody is because when you tell somebody, for example, if you're losing weight, if you tell somebody, oh, I'm in a diet, and then they see you eating a cookie, it's like, huh, did you just say you were in a diet? So immediately people try to come on, like kind of step on it. So I learned that in the early days. So it's like, no. I'm not going to say I'm totally refusing. I'm not going to say anything. If I learn, fine. If I don't learn, well, oh well, it is what it is. But do you guys remember that the first time that I said that if I wasn't an astronaut, I would travel the world. That was what I was missing. You remember, I need money, didn't have it. I need to be able to travel somehow. How the fuck a woman is going to travel around the world? Who knows? Fuck knows. And 3, that's the other ingredient. English. How are you going to communicate? English, universal language. So you need to figure it out. Period. You have to figure it out. So that's pretty much what happens. And I start to practice every day. So and at the nights when like when my schedule was at 11 p.m. and I was done at 5 a.m. in the morning. So I used to go to that bar at 7 o'clock at night, go myself up, take myself to the second floor. This is when the ghost part comes over. Go to the second floor and lock myself. That I thought that I locked myself just with one thing, just like lock the door. And I hear the noise and the music and everything down on the first floor, and all the bars and stuff like that. And just repeating, rephrasing, repeating, learning, like naming things around, try to learn the vocabulary and so on. So one day, I never forget about that day. It was beautiful. It's like full moon, like today. Today is full moon, but I don't think it's yeah, today's full moon. Yes, today's like the big moon, something. So anyways, I was in the window looking at one of the gardens, because you can see at the gardens and the park at the front and the whole thing. And I didn't hear anything. And I was trying to, and then I need to go to the bathroom. We're talking about like a 9:30 o'clock, 9:30 p.m., 10 o'clock, So I was planning, so you know what? I'm just going to go to get changed, go to the bathroom, go to something to eat. And then I have to jump in the bar to work. And I was trying to open the door, and the door was locked from outside. Double step on the door, on the locked, which was so weird. I was like, it's very strange. Nobody have come over up here, and I'm here by myself. Okay, might as well. So, but in the meantime, I didn't get in panic or whatsoever, because my shift started at 11. So the girls, we have me and 3 more girls, we have to go down. And the other ones to finish at that time, they have to come out and get changed to the lockers, because that's what I was in the locker room. Not just normal. When it was like at 10:45, I hear like the locked open. So there is the manager with the other 2 girls. They all come together, because I don't forget that I mentioned that the place was haunted, right? The manager looked at me. He says like, "What the fuck you doing in here?" I say, "Well, I'm being here and studying since 7 o'clock at night, whatever." And he was like, "Nobody have come up here." And I said, "No." I said, "Who locked the door double step?" And I said, "I don't have no clue." And then he was like, "Who's the shoes? This pair of shoes outside, old, like old shoes, women's shoes, like petite, old, kind of like a pointy shoes, not necessarily slippery, like like the slippers. It's not slippers, sleepers, but how do you call flats? Just like a regular flats by the door." I was like, "No, me." And immediately the manager says like, "That's the ghost. It's a woman. It's a woman to hang herself in this building," because it was he told us a story, well, the urban legend, that it was the daughter of the owner, which was like very wealthy people. She falling in love with the gardener, who was a guy that got on same level of society. So she decided to hang himself from the second floor, which is like this beautiful stairs, goes from the first one to the second one. It's like a big space, and it seems that she threw herself from the steps. So you can that's the reason why she kind of like swinging around. Some women in the middle of the night, they run out of the bathroom, okay, with the panties on the fucking floor, screaming, because they said they were in front to the mirror, like retouching the makeup or something, and this beautiful woman come in from nowhere, and just literally she walks inside the mirror. Okay. So the reason why in this place it wasn't like exactly saints and angels showing up and as a ghost is because this place is the famous and famous Key Largo. Key Largo is well known worldwide as one of the biggest adult entertainment places. It wasn't necessarily as in strip club, because it was not a strip club. It was no rooms, no lap dances, nothing like that. It's just a regular bar with a bunch of women, and the bar as bartenders, which was completely forbidden for us to go out with the customers, because there was bunch of girls outside, professionally workers, like hoes. And in Costa Rica, the prostitution is not illegal. At that time, not even close. So it was very famous. It was like stupid famous. Okay, so this part right here is very interesting because, do you guys recall my mom is a school teacher, right? And the daughter, that's me, the misbehaving girl, that's me, was working in a place like that. Ooh, boom. My mom understand very well. When she understand it, she was like, yeah, it's just a job, whatever. Some friends they did, some others they didn't, which is like, could care fucking less. Didn't care in that time, that care never, and I don't think I ever will. And for me, it was very interesting because it was this amazing women, and I never ever. This is the point that I still do not understand: how on earth a guy is gonna pay for sex, okay? And it was busy as fuck. It was busy. It's busy, and this is really funny because a lot of women from my neighborhood by the mountains. Yes, 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 your grandma, yes, that one too, and your aunt. They were working out there. And I was a bartender. So it's like the secret, oh shit, you saw me, you don't want to tell anybody. It was like, I don't care. This is your business. It's your whatever you do, whatever you want to do with yourself. In the meantime, I am backstage, let's put it that way, trying to figure out how to learn English because I don't want to be, again, another encounter with anybody to they don't understand what this person is saying to me. And it's very aggravated, right? Super aggravated. Okay. So I worked for that place, I would say close to a year. I got fired, by the way. Yes, I got fired. I got fired because somebody said that I was stealing the orange juice money. Okay, so whatever. No big deal. I can't believe it. I was stealing orange juice money. Are you fucking kidding me? No, it wasn't it wasn't like that. It was they just fired me because it was kind of like a big mouth type of thing, which is steal. And I wasn't like fitting like I was too much of I wasn't submiss, like the rest of the girls. Me and my case, I wanna do something more than that. I was like, no, this is not for me. Like you can see some girls was like, oh my god, yeah, this guy has so much money, whatever and whatever, but customers used to bring you necklaces, perfumes and shit. You were like, oh, thank you. And it was this lady that used to make killer money. Some lady, the flower lady. So the guys used to pay tons of money to give you flowers. So some idiot that was drunk, they used to come over. The flower lady used to come over and buy flowers for you. So you're going home with a bunch of flowers and stuff like that, which it was very nice. But it wasn't not exactly my goal. Like, oh my god, this is it. This is the only thing I want to do. So after I got fired for this place, I already knew more English. Okay, because that's what I was doing in all this time. But everybody was like chilling and shit. I was just secretly learning English. In the meantime, my darling dear boyfriend, the love of my life, douchebag, piece of shit, has the brilliant idea to cheat on me openly, which is I didn't know. Of course, I wasn't clueless about it. I was like completely crazy in love, and this is one of the things that it gets me. And It's already many, many years ago. Of course, I'm not even close to be upset anymore. Now I see as it is. Now I see it as just like so funny. The fact that you given this incredibly enterprise to a completely stranger that doesn't care about nothing, which is you given this huge responsibility of love you. Yes. Yeah. You're expecting some low life to love you. Really. When they don't even care about themselves. So how that's gonna happen? It's not it can happen. That's all. So I found out in a very sad, nasty way and crushed me. Fucking crushed the shit out of me. Yeah. Just totally destroyed me. I cried my ass off. It was awful. It was another reason why I got fired, because I used to be such a whippity yappity at work. I was miserable. I wasn't anymore like the happy girl that they hired a year before. It was sad. It was really, really sad. Super, super duper sad. So they literally they just come over and they say, you know what, you're not doing a good job anymore. We had to let you go. I was like, boo-hoo. Okay, fine. No big deal. But at this point, I have a little bit of English. There's another reason why I put in more intensity, more. I really feel like that drive, like I need to make it, because this motherfucker told me that I wasn't good enough to learn other language, because he actually had a big mouth to say that at a certain point. Anywho, so then he comes, the newspaper, La Nación. It has all the jobs laid out in there, right? And it comes this beautiful place called the Fleur de Lis. It's a hotel with a little bar, and they were looking for a bartender, a full-time bartender. There you go. Go to the place, present myself. Immediately I came over and I said, the manager, his name is Thomas, Swedish guy, got this like talking like a Donald Duck accent. Super cute. Ooh, Marjorie. I used to laugh my ass off. It was so funny. Anyways, I have to replace the job that I was going to. It was being a bartender, that I have to replace my friend Kenneth, it wasn't my friend at that time, by the way. Kenneth like really want to go to work in cruise ships, and finally he get a contract, so he was all about cruise ships. And okay, to this point I have no clue whatsoever what the fuck was a cruise ship. Not at all. I have no idea. I didn't know anything about it. Never heard of it, seen it, nothing. Okay. I came over, I apply. The Thomas, the Swedish guy, hired me, and just boom, start to work. So I was working every day. I knew a little bit of English. 6 months went by. I love this job. I love the people that I used to work with, and I still actually good friends with 3 of them. Because it's the only ones that I remember. Oh, I used to be friend of this girl too, that I used to love her, but she just turned into a completely whatever. But anyways, I cut it up, and it was one of my really good friends, and it was whatever. So anyways, 6 months going by, and Kenneth came back from the cruise ships, right? Kenneth came back to the hotel and greet everyone, like, hi, how you doing, so and so and so, and I'm like, oh my god, Kenneth, so nice to see you. And he looked at me so happy. His attitude was totally different, like when he left, he was kind of a little bit an asshole. And then he come back being a super cute sweetheart. I was like, oh my God, I totally like this guy. So nice. Then we were talking. That was Friday. This one, and it's two, and this is one of the things that I have to say. You need to be super fucking careful what you ask to the universe. All right? Because you guys recall that when I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. I want to be traveling around the world. I need to figure out how to travel around the world, and so and so and so and so and so. All of this, right? Okay. So here comes Kenneth, and it was Friday. I remember that like it was yesterday. And then he said to me, he's like, you should go and work in the cruise ships. And I was like, no, God, fuck, man. I mean, you got all these studies and my English is not even good. It was like, dude, you gotta go. You have no clue what people that works in there. You gotta go. So we start to build my resume right there, right? And he gave me the number for the people that we have to send a fax. That weekend, I was off. But do you remember the guy, the asshole to it was dating? So we were like on and off kind of thing. That right there, I'm not even gonna go into it because it was very what is it? Soap opera-ish, pretty much. So that weekend we decide I was off that weekend, which was weird. I know I request Saturday off, and I will have Sunday. Generally, I have Sunday off, so I request Saturday off. So we went to the beach, me and my ex. But I already sent the fax with all my information. We're talking about my name, my ID number, my address, where I used to work, my age, my little hobbies. It's something very basic. Like, I mean, we're talking about like probably a kindergarten child giving more information about himself than what I give to this resume. So, anyways, I'm going into with this my ex. We are like on and off kind of